And the most important thing is, even with Baba Mohbad, with the lawyers, you heard me when I was discussing with them now. I gave them, he said, the address is not complete. Kilo no address it you finish complete. No, this particular lawyer is staying in England. I never knew a lawyer staying in England. They won't be chef. And even if he was in England then, the right thing to do is to send somebody, whether your family is lying or not. They have seen me gone to this estate. They've seen that I've done a video in front of somebody's house. Now, and I said the CCTV is very close to Mohbad's house, and it captures what happened in front of Mohbad's house. Any CCTV that will be capturing what happened in front of Mohbad's gate or a little bit in his compound, obviously will be in front of the person's house. The CCTV will be outside. So what stopped these people to go, stand in front of Mohbad's house, move to the left, look in front of maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses, check if any of them have CCTV in front of the house. If they can't find any, they try the right. They refuse to do all that. They only sit in comfort of wherever they are, and they said this thing address is not correct. And the sad reality, I want Thomas Fema act smart but not clever. Those that were flying around with dirty, horrible analysis, trying to be a voyeur, and they messed up Mohbad's case. At that time, we had a leeway, we had a clear-cut path to justice. Maybe as at that time, the father has already been threatened that you were the one pursuing this case that made the public to still be on this matter. If we turn around to be against the public, against the government or whatever it is, I want to thank him about the justice that we are coming back on you. And the Baba had to start doing their biddings. It's suggestive. So both pathway to justice will be your own power leg. But I can tell you all for free. I've seen everybody with everybody talk. Even if anybody is saying they are with me, they are laughing more. I just have to continue to play along until there is a very reasonable, probable cause to come out in full flesh. Because when an NGO is pursuing a case, it's different from when an actor is pursuing a case. An actor, okay, because if I have a social media platform, it's because I just want to escalate it. I want to give it publicity. But the real framework, the real legal framework, can only be activated by a credible body. That is why they are thinking, let's take this person's life, let's do this, let's hurt him. Maybe the case will die. I get the mean link to Mohbad law. So that is it now. Look at what the family did. Look at the lawyer. These are the people that have resources to engage private investigator. It's like them trying to rubbish the efforts of a private investigator to solve it. They didn't pay me. I risked my life. Powerful people, they said they're on this case. I know for sure that as at that time, I will go if I were not. And then the next thing you want to see how far you can bring me down. That's any time. I see no reason why I would lie on any of those things. But some terrible people still find a way to say he's lying. If he talks about it's a Mauritius narrative. Don't forget, they come up with so many stuff. Yomi parọ́ lórí CCTV. Ó parọ́ lórí CCTV nílé Mohbad. Ó parọ́ lórí kinní kan. For what? Kí ni mo fẹ́ parọ́ ẹ̀ fún? Ṣé nítorí pé CCTV wà important to resolve ikú tó pa Mohbad ni? At the end of the day, tó bá jẹ́ pé gbà fáwọn ẹni bíi these terrible criminals, ill-informed set of people parading themselves as brilliant, intelligent, whatever. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá fún wọn láyè láti fẹnu pa. Kí ni wọ́n kó lọ sí corona inquest tó ti end sí kílẹ̀ nígbà níbẹ̀? Nothing. So even if at all, kéèyàn tiẹ̀ wá wà so redundant, kó má tiẹ̀ ní kankan lórí. How on earth would anybody conclude that to get justice for Mohbad, a crucial evidence that cannot be denied is needed, and it must be lifted the right way that can be tenable before the court of law? You tell about okay, you don't like Yomi. Can you deny the fact that we need a CCTV evidence and we need to pursue it holistically? So if I am not going to be pursuing it, what stops Baba Mohbad and his legal team to pursue it instead of trying to downgrade it? Now saying, and the legal team, you requested for details from me to water it down. It's logo antics. The address is not complete. And I keep insisting about logo. You have me. They wanted me to say to themselves that don't you want to pursue justice for this boy? They thought I should be able to read between the lines that we are not interested. If we leave the CCTV, it will expose many things and it will come back for Baba Mohbad because Baba Mohbad is not left by here. But tàti bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ìtẹ́ fútì náà ti tẹ́ fìtì náà tì òun ló fà á tí public fi wà lórí case yẹn because they are making it look like if you Baba Mohbad did not continue to demand for justice for your son and attack Wunmi, the case would have died a natural death. If anything happened contrary to what we planned, even if you get it, we are coming for you, and that's why they have to start doing everything to cover and destroy every genuine effort. And they mount a lot of individuals to destroy and to castigate the reputation that we have built for so many years. And then Nigerian society, because we don't always believe in serious structures, even if I'm just an actor and I'm popular on social media, you case ariwo influence me, my nose on social media can resolve. I can bring spotlight on the case, but the real framework to get to the root of the matter, you will need the real custodian of justice to actually pursue the case, like a very sound lawyer, human rights lawyer. Thank you so much for having. You need a credible human rights organization. You need physical members of the public to come out and fight for the case because some cases might take a whole lot of time. It might tarry. So my social media power can give it noise, but might not be able to drive up the justice. But we are a society, we believe in fight. We will love fire brigade approach only. So while we should continue to strengthen our power on social media, we should always ensure that we engage in activities offline that will continue to fight for one another. Tí mo bá dìbò délé ní àmì tó ń bọ̀ lọ́la, tẹni tó dé láàrí àmì tó ń bọ̀. So you can see that kó tó di bó escalate, I had already confided in the legal team. I'm going to play the game. I gave the information to the lawyer, to the legal team. Tọ́jú bá wọn kọ́ wọ̀nyí torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ àsìkò ọ̀rọ̀ tí tó kọ́ mi pọ̀ gan. If I tell you this, tí bá pé kọ́ mi wà, ìdílé wà lọ́wọ́ èèyàn tó yẹ kó ọ̀tí tó bá dọ́dọ̀ mi, mo mọ̀ kó wà ní kó dọ́dọ̀ mi safely, then I will be able to say, okay, yes, I have it. Before I can come out and tell you, this is what is in that CCTV of the neighbor, it's because the man does not know me from anywhere. I don't know him from anywhere. You saw me begging, introducing myself, begging, risking my life to go into his house. He told me what was there. This is something I am willing to testify against any court of law. Before I can even drag the man before an AIG. A female lawyer, man up. After we have met them in the house, I'm going to lift the CCTV. So what else do you want an NGO to do? We have done the job, we have gotten to the truth, the real facts, we have new lead, justice for about the need. Let him continue Bontori Wangwana, Oooh, Ilara, Tembeleku, Iwaika. Because it's social media, you twatted everything. But because she know about it, Tolasho, she know about Tolori, she know about it Tolori, and you want to say, both of you now, please. Thank you guys. And that is what we're talking about. Let me go on. Now the government would have to, the presidency, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, this young guy, I am calling for his arrest. He has a case already in Lagos State. But this Konibage guy, he needs to answer to this. Listen again. Ebo.
I'm going to read it. I'm going to post that video at exactly maybe 6 p.m. today.
And this, he had the effrontery. So he had the effrontery. You cannot see again. Let me replay it again. But I try to 30 years. I'm playing it again.
The video of what happened at the past house, I'm going to read it. I'm going to post that video at exactly maybe 6 p.m. today.
So you guys can see clearly. The police, they need to not only investigate this guy, a serious petition, please guys, please. A serious petition we need to go against this guy. He is looking like a serious criminal in this case. And like when Mobile Spirit is pushing majority of them out because of the level of crimes they've committed against him from getting justice. And for me, ìdájọ́ àtọ̀run ti bá wọn kọ̀mọ́lé. Èmi ogun ayé ti bá ó ti di àkọ́tì. Torí pé bó ṣe lágbára tó àti àjẹsára tó níbí ẹ̀ òun ni wọ́n bá nǹkan tó bá wọn. Whoever is supporting them, ogun ayé ń bá oríṣiríṣi wọn. Ọkàn wọn ò balẹ̀. But people like this, they are not only meant to be shown the doors of prison. So apart from the fact that he is facing criminal charges in a case against Break the Silence Foundation that is ongoing, trial is going to start. The trial commences, but we keep having adjournment upon adjournment. No, you understand? But September we're going to be resuming again. After the courts resume from the whole stuff, then the trial will start. And probably before then, they would have been arrested. And with the rest of others. Because according to the court trial, He's still at large. And they are looking for him. I don't want to spend money trying to say they should track him down. So it is best that interest in Remo. And of course, we need to keep gathering more evidence. Committing further crime. That they might report so that it will be easy to present against the judge. At large. So I easily follow in response, no report to one. That she doesn't continue the crime here and more. So his own case is coming. But we are calling on the detectives in Abuja that are doing Oba's case. If you are listening and monitoring, please, it is time for you to bring this guy in for serious questioning, because suddenly he switched and has been making a whole mess on social media. It's quite unfortunate that these people can actually allow things to be done against another citizen and they want to fly with it. We are saying it is not acceptable, not on their lives, and we will fight it with our everything. There is something, like I told you guys, there are so many things that is going on the ground. Because there are some certain moves that we have to make that might be high profile if it was in the make movie before I return back to Nigeria to complete whatever we're doing. Because we were calculation. Because now that we've been able to get final closure, corona inquest, what to charge so it's now a fresh case. The only drama packaging of is the corona inquest, and he has been able to see everything by himself. Don't tell him what to read. Palaba want to say, want to talk, want to talk around. But you go on to about the call, but it's obvious the government has been able to say enough of this nonsense. Let's take our hands off. They've been able to end the corona inquest, so no more drama with corona inquest. The court case, whether the nurse was staged, whether the nurse was kept there as a fall, at least for her to have accepted to be part of a syndicate, she will still pay for her crime in whatever width or length. Only so whatever it is, level of crime she commit, as well as of course, whether he likes it or not, even in that case you heard, by the time the real justice from God is going to get there, it will get to him, and he will also again pay for the crime he committed. Though he might be having extra bogus charges for the conspiracy and whatever he must have been involved. But for now, at Adura, except they quickly come clean, they should be charged already by now. But because although they want you, they might not be able to charge them quickly for conspiracy to commit murder, because for them to keep lying on the 12 when things are saying Mohbad actually died on the 11th, the fact that they choose not to take him to hospital when it was very important and needy, they know that if somebody is losing blood, certainly the person needs a very viable, urgent medical attention. Not even in the middle of the night. Anything could have happened. And it don't bleed. But they choose to be wicked to him, and they are faking it when they were trying to. That is not even helping him. That is not even saving his life. So if the wife could come publicly to say, I would choose not to take him to hospital because he doesn't like hospital. Yet, the driver that took them said Mohbad was bleeding, because they rushed down to say, let us go and take him to hospital. And in the recent voice note, that Yomi was trying to respond to my questions through his elder brother, she confirmed again that yes, they rushed out 3 a.m. in the middle of the night because Mohbad was in serious medical emergency. However, they choose not to take him to the hospital, which is fine, and he knocked the head on the floor was from Adura's phone. he kept the video long before he sold the phone, November 1st, according to them. That means Adura owned the video. Adura had kept it on the phone. And thirdly, it was Adura's phone that was used. And then, if police refuse to now pursue the video, they refuse to say, the extension of this video, show it to Mr. Yomi. Mr. Yomi, it's under investigation. We have been able to do our job. We've extracted where they got the 30 seconds video, and we have looked into it. It is not connected to that confession. They didn't even say that. They never even told me whether the confession is genuine or it's fake. Whether the 3 seconds video or the extension, they add it and it is not correlating. They didn't even want to talk about it. They went about to say, we're not talking about that. That the only thing we want to talk is that it is not Adura that shouted you up. And that, to me, at this level of my life, it shows clearly there is a cover up, and that Damola is being brought to take the fall. And if I should insist that I have nothing before me from the highest level, the Lagos State Police Command, they could not even extract the video to establish the case and say, sir, this confession is very important. But we noticed that this confession is not what is in the video. I can say, now, they refuse to actually establish that. They buried that and they brought somebody to take the fall, to say it was the one that shouted me up. And at the end of the day, I demanded for blueprints. Can I see the forensic fingerprint evidence that, oh, this Damola had access to Adura's TikTok? Because at some point, it's going to get there when we get to this Abuja to get a lawyer. I want you to show to one Ishabusi. When it gets, oh my, don't stay here very shortly. Emma won't to my father Shelley. For any choice, they will do the case. Emma will go. At the end of the day, these police officers who claim they are intelligent, they are professionals, they are honest, they have conscience. But I told them that, do you realize that at some point, that TikTok account was deactivated and they signed in again? They said they are not aware. I said, it is in the bundle submitted with Panty, and I can prove that to you. And I said, where is the OTP sent to the SMS? At least, Osha, he didn't sell the phone with his SIM card. OTP will be sent to the SMS and to the email. Let's have it. Nothing was shown. And at the end of the day, it got dawned on me that there is a high-powered cover-up on this new lead that will bring justice for Mohbad, that will tell us what exactly, if it is true that Wunmi pushed Mohbad and he hit his head on the floor. That was where I began to insist that it is Adura that shutted me up, until the police investigate the confession and bring out the original 3 seconds video and the extension that Adura said is about 10 minutes. Without that, I'm not going to believe in anybody other than Adura being the person that shouted me up. That is what the mother said. I said, Mohbad, Adura should what? Should attack, should beat, should do this. On the social media, I know they might have learned. This is the same one that when we met at Zone 2, she was begging. After talking about Baru, Yomi Fabayi, look Adura, no kidnap Adura. Because they know I didn't kidnap. They know that if it is not a reasonable complaint, I wouldn't have gone to the Assistant Inspector General of Police. He wouldn't have approved that they should go after Adura, Dabola, Umi, Cynthia, and Zumo, and even King White. If it is not a reasonable it's not every petition they act on, except some criminals that see police work as business center. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry petition, they say, you are the complainants. Just come. We need money. But sensitive case like this, if there is no probable cause for police to say, after Damola has been charged to court in Oba, you have a good case here for asking that you want to know the homicide confession and the 3 seconds video. Tí o bá sí pé ọ̀rọ̀ wà ń bẹ̀, an assistant inspector general of police will not approve that his officers. Do you know how many after the AIG? Every year, top police officers, top were involved, top approve it. Káwọn ọlọ́pàá tó lè lọ sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ arrest him. Ọkọ invite Adura ti Dabola. Please now. Please guys, I apologize. I've got little kids around, so I apologize for the noise. So, but they think, and to some people that they can fool on social media, they still call that clout. They call it looking for money. Don't mind. Those are the things that we have to face and encounter from some demential, terrible human beings that doesn't believe in the cause of justice because they have never done things like that before. They seize every opportunity to spill. You know, when they have diarrhea of the mouth, some people have diarrhea of the fingers. They type every nonsense and they want to castigate and bring you down. But they actually believe that going after Adura, Damola, and asking that Wumi should come for questioning is as a result of the fact that I just want to flex muscle. Which muscle? As an actor, as a human rights ambassador, the last thing I will ever want to do is to oppress anybody because we are not meant to accept such. The last thing I will ever accept is abuse of fundamental rights, torture, illegal arrest. I don't get involved in it. I love everything to follow the due process of the law. I love that the rights of every individual be given to them. Even if the person is a suspect. I'm only telling you this so that you can know that it's true that there is an order from above trying to quell and to quench the quest of justice. I don't know where the order from above is. I don't know the limit of the order from above. But I can tell you for free that since I have pursued it to the AIG level in Lagos State, as a citizen, as an adult, and a member of a voting public, I have every right to contact the president of my country to look into this because it is his duty to care for every individual citizen. The president is not president because he wants to be president of outsiders, foreigners. So at the end of the day, they shielded the 3 seconds video and the new lead and that confession. And this is coming from somebody who was in the house when Mohbad breathed his last. So now, when you look at all these things, it's reasonable not to back down and to continue to fight on. Now, Oyemagolo. Adura fẹ́ kó sọ gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà gbogbo ọ̀yà Aisha ló pé rẹ̀ lódù tí ó bá ṣe ohun tó dé tó ní kọ́ wá wò wọ́n ní kí ládùúrà fẹ́. You are destroying the boy's life. I don't know his involvement in what happened eventually. But I'm a rookie coin. Gbogbo ìtẹ́ ń ṣe kò ṣe pé ìmúra yín sí inú ẹrú nìkan àti inú ìgbèkùn. You are perpetually inserting that young boy. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn ti wà nínú nǹkan tó ní the freedom, this would have been the biggest opportunity to free himself and he will be free forever. But as a mother, you prefer to collect money, to deceive the public, to keep your son in perpetual bondage, at the expense of his future and career, to preserve your core. If your son is involved, if your son aided and abetted what took Baba's life, speak it out. Let him get and pay for the consequence of his crime. If he is not involved, allow him to speak the truth now before it is too late. Because tí ó bá máa padà yá, tí Ọlọ́run bá sọ fún gbogbo àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn gbogbo àwọn tó ń bo òótọ́ yìí, tó máa sọ fún ọ pé èmi ni Ọlọ́run ni èmi ni wípé jẹ́bẹ̀. That boy will look at you and said, àfìgbà tẹ́ bà ayé mi jẹ́. He should have allowed me to stay with the public. If I die then, I will not have died standing and fighting for the truth and having a change of life. And if I survive, I will know I stand by fighting for the truth. Shubon, you want me to be in the same bondage. See, Bobby, what? See, to at the end of the day, same story. Look at that. So, by getting no what is? Do you think they love you by silencing him? Does that mean they will still not come after him? Hey, don't do that. It's coming as a noise here. Go and cook in the room. Go and cook in the room. Go to my room. Go to my room. I'll cook everything there. Later, I'll come and see it. Good guys. Cook in my room then. I'll come. All right, guys. Thank you. Does you understand? Because the boy mentally is not free. Ìyá Olúwa nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ tó máa wò pé bó ṣe ń live nínú ìbẹ̀rù bójó bọ̀gbà tí òótọ́ bá lulẹ̀. And tẹ́ bá lójú inú ẹ mọ̀ pé it is only for a little while. Nǹkan kan máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láìpẹ́ yìí. They would have no choice than to go for the truth, and you will realize what will become one. You will now get to understand that our town jáde sọ̀rọ̀ fún yín sìn. Our la for money because you are not doing the right thing. Ẹ lè sọ pé mú bẹ̀rù mọ́. Ẹ lè sọ pé wọ́n ti kọ̀ wá sí pẹ̀lú owó àti oríṣiríṣi nǹkan. Ṣùgbọ́n òótọ́ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ẹlẹ́dàá Mohbad ò gbà á. What his creator wants is you standing as a parent, whatever the case may be. If Adura stand and speak the truth today and show up with the evidence and say, I'm ready to stand, that is his greatness. If Mohbad had been alive, he would have grown through Mohbad. If he stand by the truth and not look at they would let you know that they have the power. Power to only after see where is that person? You were held for, you know it, Adura. For 2 days you were held down. They were drilling you. You know the police. I was with them. I was with you. You were releasing some credible information about your email. But if possible, it's going to be the case file in Abuja now. It's just for you. If they didn't transfer the case to transfer the case away from zone 2. And that's zone 2. You would have released the person and everything would have come to fall. Do you know where next this case is going? that do not have the luxury of those that are trying to cover up these things. See, that we have a Paul, Lori or Mohbad, to man this stage, the leadership will have to juxtapose and say, why are we going to risk the lives of innocent Nigerians and my own government and reputation for a family of some, or for some political jobbers, using the name of whoever to say they want to push criminality on this government and country, shielding murderers. Over this stage, yeah, Shiri Ubowa. Wow, I've heard about some kilometer boards out with them. Shay, let my uncle smile to one new job. Sorry, I don't want to padà ṣẹlẹ̀ very shortly. Èmi àwọn múni kọ sẹ́nu. Àṣọ o, wéè dẹ́gba. Alábàáwọ̀ sọ o, wéè dẹ́gba. That time, ó máa dàbí magic. Ó máa dàbí film. Ẹ máa gbọ́ lọ.
Ọlọ́pàá sọ̀rọ̀. Tọ́mọ́tà ká sọ sí ìyẹn. Àwọn àgbàdo lọ́sọ̀dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá kan àwọn ìbáyọ̀ máa ń pèpè sódà ó jẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣíṣe ẹ̀. Ó ti jẹ́ mọ́ condition sí àìwá last week tí wọ́n lọ síbẹ̀. Ara mi ò yá ọlọ́pàá yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ pé ara mi ò yá. Ṣùgbọ́n màá tẹ̀lé àdúrà gbogbo tí àdúrà bá ti wọ̀ àjọ máa wọ̀ yìí.
If taking the case up to Zone 2 was not the right thing, Zone 2 ló yẹ kó ti discard the case yẹ pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ mbẹ́. Ẹ mọ gbogbo tẹ dá. They said ibi tí case is dey dúró yìí, they should take it back to the homicide department at the state police command. That they should round up the investigation there. You will come to the public as a mother and tell you. And now, I don't know how people continue to listen and believe people like you. How can your son, through his handle, original TikTok handle, from the same phone, the same video, kó wá ní ọ̀rẹ́ òun yẹn lòun ta fún ti fóònù tí gbogbo nǹkan tó wà náà ó tẹrù. So you think you speaking to sane Nigerians nítorí àwọn tó fẹ́ kí ègún máa continue lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà àwọn ló ń believe yín. Àwọn tó believe pé ègún yẹn ò ní dórí àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n tó ń tọ́ra wọn lọ́sìn wò pé when you come to comment section use blog to say there is no talking. Does that make any sense? You can at this day and age. I have a video lórí fóònù mi mo wá fẹ́ tà fún yàn videos sensitive videos mo wá tà débi pé mo tún fi gbogbo social media mi lẹ̀ I didn't log them out. That is a lie your son and you yourself you all and the criminals tó wà lórí social media àtẹjọ́ tọ́ra yín that's a lie you're peddling. You sold the phone to one Damola without logging out of your social media without deleting all your gallery. You now sold it to him and say you can have control on all of them. And then the next thing, same person will come and meet some 13 corrupt police officers and say they are lying against me that I did it. It's like two people, one is selling drugs and the other one stole the drugs. And then you now go and meet police and say, police go and arrest my friend, he stole my drugs. So and you think you can say that because you have terrible police officers all over, people like you are still making the engine learn more. I want with the caution joke on social media. Talk about going for and one found more because it doesn't even make any sense. At any point, Nick police command Nick Pantinio, Nick Zontunio, my baby saw shot here. There was a fight between Wumi and he pushed my ever suppose is a fake. Wumi to Bango, listen and listen carefully. None of these guys ever, not even police officers, ever confirm that the content or even the shot, the content of the shot is fake, it's not real, and they've investigated it. And they did not even want us to see that the video, 3 seconds video that is sent, that it has no connection with the shot. They didn't even make an attempt on that. So you don't expect me to now back down because you have some dirty, corrupt police officers aiding and abetting you. Won't betize all of you. Can't you go get it, right? Again, not sure who is Nigeria, I have a fat, I'm a family here. She will never mention. Anyway, you're letting know. Come on, I go to a level. That's why you all know the difference. Very shortly, look. You will know. You will know the difference that when the government chooses to head and abet murderers, criminals, kidnappers openly like this, they don't have a place in the future of that society. And the people will come up and stand up and revolt. We will go after everybody. We will go after all of you. And if you it's a process. Because it's now becoming new setting. It's absurdity. Look at another beautiful lie. I saw somebody, no family, nobody at Lagos State Police Command. What is doing? Any video, it was when I was beginning to arrest him. I thought he was being made to take the fall. Maybe somebody had threatened him and they want him to accept to a crime he never committed. I thought he was only a weakling that I don't know what is going on with you. You might not have an idea that pleading or accepting or writing a statement that yes, you did it could land you in a serious trouble. Does he have access to a lawyer? My father is to apply to the office of a public defender so that I can get a lawyer to represent him. And I asked him, I said, okay, on that baby don't you want to go to court? I know I have no money. Let me look for a lawyer to go and help him. It's like somebody is trying to force this guy to do what to admit to a crime he never committed. Because nothing was shown to me. People are like, yeah, are these police officers for heaven's sake? How can you be doing this to an innocent boy in the morgue? And you support each other. You don't know what they there is difference between Mohbad coup and Mohbad. The family has 100% power to decide on how they will bury him, and it is your power, your decision. But Mohbad, it's none of the family's business to determine whether he will get justice or not. No member of the family is allowed under the law to say, deny him justice. We don't want justice for him, or we want justice. The system and the society will have to do the due diligence and give him justice, even if the person is a stranger, even if the person is an orphan. That is how only a society will get better and work well for everybody. But these people, they keep peddling nonsense, making mix it up. Tí mo bá di bá kú, òun ni bàbá ẹ̀ òun ló lọ́mọ ẹ̀. Òun ló bá di jáde wọ́n ọ̀bá ìlú kọ́ báyìí kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí o. Òun tó bá jẹ́ ọ̀pá kò kọ́ bàbá kò kọ́ ẹbí. Tó bá ní interest kọ́ bá dìde ibi tó wà. The government and the society is meant to do the right thing and ensure that whoever took his life kò bá jẹ́ family member ẹ̀ ní, they must pay. And they keep going on unnecessary with unnecessary sentiment. Bí bàtà pé public tó ń dìde sí ọmọ tó ń ṣe. The public is playing their role and the right thing to do under the law. But before all these people will go about, what can so cut off, one man analyze it, one man shuri. Can you not sense the money? At the end of the day, this same Damola Donsoy, nígbà tó transfer case láti zone 2, I still maintain I was there. They ambushed me in zone 2. On that part, party, we met there. They took them as suspects. When I was going to give me the information, they said, Mr. Arvin, the case has been transferred. They said they should harmonize the case, that the IG gave instruction that they should harmonize the case and they should take it back. So IG, they come and investigate. They said the IG gave the order that they should return the case back to Party and they should take the suspects to Party for further investigation. And when we got to Party, it was established at Party that these two guys have case to answer. I came out, Party. Don't forget, it is the same Party. The Karimo and Arifa were so certain. Only the logic stamp Party. I mean, I hear about but somebody. You all had the stuff. If we logic fake Party, if we logic fake stamp, if we logic Party, what's your matter on the comment section here? Because they believe in the witchcraft of social media. Until on they share 50 years. One ship page, why one saw Toba Karajo Padesoju, one of the gap with one area, Oju no Boroboro. And that is why, you know, somebody like you, Kariboye, don't support on the level of Mobile. Tony will be checking suddenly. What do I see? Sing. Why would we so your house of way? I don't turn because the reason why I went this lot of attacks. I need to keep fighting on. Only you see people that are so close. Karimo and Sony, Osti come out, Osoto said, Onari Fano only fancy. And when I had the Arifa of a guy, somebody sure by only your me, Kotokotonoshe, only your me, or stamp and become. She is Party and Colajolo. That discipline Lati Ahmed, head of Party by Owolerito, Pelu video, Pelu, election recently. See one protest of our Lopa. Go and Google it. Recent protest. I now work as a PSO to the IG. That is discipline Lati Ahmed. Where have you seen them say they want to charge me to court for whatever? They come on social media, they make a whole mess of the stuff. But because somebody like Arifa, they are crimes. Police to tell you, oh no, you shouldn't do this. He has right to do it. I can do it for my own security and safety. And people should know this and know the law. In public space or whatever capacity, you as citizens, build a police station, you have right to record the activities of public servants, provided it does not interfere with their current operation. You must be able to go and sit down and say, ṣé ohun tí wọ́n ní wọ́n fọwọ́ wa ṣe ṣóun lọ́ fi ṣe ànìtúṣe tí èèyàn tó bá jẹ́ ọlọ́pàá tó bá ti ń ṣe nǹkan tó wà lọ́fún tí ò ṣe nǹkan tó wrong tí ó bá ní conversation tó bá wà lọ́fún tí ó bá ṣe nǹkan tó wrong even whether you record or you don't record they are not bothered go and show it anywhere we are doing what is right under the law. You understand? So it's quite important for people to know. But the next thing they will do is go around, say junks to themselves. That is why somebody like that woman who call to my kojo, what the best is a quarter for one of your millistam, one of my bio, one of my shakiniko, one of your building law party. Nígbà tó yá ìyẹn náà ní mi ò lè lọ kọ̀ báyìí wọ́n ní kí wọ́n wo fóònù bẹ́ẹ̀ I went there you now realize the fact that ọ̀tọ̀ ni tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ reality they believe so much in the witchcraft of their social media and you know how they use their comment section and thinking that ó make sense ó máa affect ṣé ó lè bí jọ ní tó máa affect it. Because at the end of the day it is now becoming ó ti dìrọ̀ fún wọn. So to them they believe that Mohbad will not get justice. The reason to feel rebel to mention obey, I need to tell you all for free, is that there is a particular script that has been set up. Now that everybody theory, everybody talk about Baba just sit down and observe. If you want justice, you are not the kind of person that can live. You are dwindling. You are not honest. You are not straightforward. You keep changing your stuff. Maintain. Any other kekere I want to be doing. Ready to risk everything for the sake of your son and justice. Be actually seeking for justice. Be by using social media. Be seeking justice there. Once you book case in social media, get justice for. Once you book case. And that is why you wobble and fumble and you assemble people that are added criminals that will continue to deceive you. The same narrative, the same template, the same alibi. This is Mohbad. And this shall be in the iota of shame, Jack. Really? For what? Ejo shote ejo. Kini reason? Some of you come and do social media when people bring up about Nigeria. We will know very soon.
Adura
So if, let's take for instance, Adura has a hand in what by Mohbad, so we should not proceed to investigate. If something happened to Mohbad 3 a.m., Adura, Umi, Darosha refused to tell the police and even states this in coroner court. Is that not telling us something that they are covering up for something? It's either they have a hand in what's by Mohbad, or they are covering up for those that took Mohbad's life. And should the society watch this to go uninvestigated and punished? Mohbad is the only victim here. Mohbad is the only person to want shake kafu. Then you have to start picturing yourself. In your own house, should the society look away and ignore? I want us to answer the comment section. Should they look away? See how your back, they should look away. Talk about prayer, they should look away. Thinking that she's playing on some dirty emotional card. We have to establish the truth. I am saying this to you both. Àti ìyá àti bàbá Mohbad. Tí Mohbad bá kú, òun lẹ ní sè lórí ẹ̀. Òun lẹ máa tọ̀ àwọn tẹ̀ ń tọ̀. Tó bá pa Mohbad, kò bá jẹ́ Adura, kò bá jẹ́ Wumi, kò bá jẹ́ yín, kò bá jẹ́ ìwọ tó jẹ́ ìyá, kò bá jẹ́ ìwọ tó jẹ́ bàbá. The law will catch up with you and you pay heavily for the crime. And that is the difference in it. That's to answer you. Picking it to me, that is how the Nigerian society works, and that is how it will continue to work. That is how we're going to continue to press and demand until we see a genuine, honest leader, until we run into upright police officers that are diligent, that are not gluttons, that are not eating the blood of a young boy. Until we run into them and they will do the due diligence. Until tí ọlọ́ba wo gbogbo àwọn tó ń kí í lẹ́yìn tọ́lọ́ ń gbé àìrójú àìráyè àti gbóná àti àjálù tó gbèlú wọn, that then we'll get back and get justice for this one. Then a justice, because a justice for Mohbad is going to be a justice for millions upon millions of young lads that have got dreams and want to be a better person in the society. And that knows we're going to get justice whether you all like it or not. And go that. Ẹgbọ́n tèmi ẹni máa tọ àwọn èèyàn kí n máa ṣe oríṣiríṣi o. Mo fọlọ́ bàbúrò àtẹ́mi bá ti wọlé sílẹ̀ ẹni bá ti kọ̀ntínú. Èyí tá a fẹ́ ṣe láàsì, mo fi ọlọ́ ẹni yóò tiẹ̀ lè gbé. Ọmọ máa kó ọmọ máa yè ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí tẹ́mi bá ṣì wọlé tán ẹ̀ mọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ńdọ́nu ẹ̀ṣẹ̀gbá kan. Ẹ̀ rí i pé this last onslaught is justice for Mohbad or nothing. Ẹ̀ mọ̀ lára.
Ìṣàfẹ́ pa òun àjẹ́sí òde ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ pàápàá. Àjẹ́sí òde máa sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ wù mí. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ohun tí ìyá yìí sọ pa prime boy o. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ nìyẹn o. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ohun tó sọ pa prime boy o. Ṣé ó ti yẹ yín? Shows you. Here in this particular video, I want you to listen. Can you get that? This woman directly indicted Prime Boy. Who look at Mohbad? My God. Ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí wọ́n ní wọ́n free Prime Boy. Ṣé gbọ́ kí àìsàn ọ̀rọ̀ kankan? Kẹ́lẹ́ mọ̀ pé ilé ayé yìí ó terrible. Are you making your food or whose food are you making? Sir? Whose food is that? Me. Your food, okay. You like cooking, Sha? And my boy, are you? So when you guys are done, don't stand behind my camera. Okay. To accuse the Prime Boy. This woman said all the people in the house, including her son Adura, the Prime Boy was fighting the Mohbad and even complaining to all of them that he would continue to fight Mohbad because Mohbad became popular and never gave him money. Can you imagine? Only also pé Baba Mohbad ló ní kí Prime Boy sálọ. Only Baba Mohbad. This woman said when she began to pick up pieces from what everybody told her about Prime Boy, that Prime Boy kept fighting Mohbad because Mohbad became popular. He doesn't give him money. That when eventually Mohbad died, when Mohbad to take the front one, that it was because Mohbad became popular and he didn't give him money. That was why Mohbad, Prime Boy was fighting Mohbad, that the fourth one. And then later, when they later told, this is Mohbad's mother, that when they later, when she later got to know that Mohbad fought with Prime Boy at the show, that she went to meet Baba Mohbad and said, what about Prime Boy? He said Baba Mohbad confirmed to her that he personally ordered Prime Boy to run away. That's what she's saying here. Look at this terrible person as a mother. Now she's saying that Mohbad's mom is dating Mohbad's father. That's why Mohbad's father, Joseph Aloba, could ask Mohbad to run away.
ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ó padà dé olúwa sọ fáwọn òkú pé ẹ má lọ sọ́dọ̀ prime boy yorùbá tó ń bá prime boy ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ṣe òun.
Can you imagine? This woman said Adura now later told her that when he got to hear that Prime Boy was fighting Mohbad, that he, Adura, went to the stage to meet Prime Boy and he began to eat Prime Boy. That same Adura now came back to meet the rest of the guys and said, hey guys, don't go and fight Prime Boy, yo. That I hit him with blue and something spiritual began to happen to me. This is Mohbad's mother giving account of how Mohbad died. Despite the fact she knew what happened in the house. We're going to see all these people, they will pay seriously for all this crime. And if you oversee Joba, to see around to listen to le jafo, but we're going to be pursuing it. On this around, like I said, justice for Mohbad, you know, it's in phases. The first phase was practically an attempt to silence the public, thinking the case might die down. And I've told you guys clearly, it wasn't like a fools for the police to have detained this set of people for 4 months. Come up and only detain one for 4 months. They know they might probably have access to some truths. Like become. If the family can now see and watch while they throw away the truth, then they feel with report take us. You don't deserve to be called family of Mohbad. Kí ni wọ́n ń pè láyé pé yẹn bí? Àwọn àtàwọn jẹ́ àtàtà ń jà fún òtọ́tà rí òtọ́tà ń fèsì. Kí ni káwọn pè láwa? Nígbà tẹ́yìn tẹ́ máa ń tọ́ra yín, you think family is by name. Family is not by blood. Ẹ̀yin gángan lọ ta Mohbad ẹ̀yin ọ̀tá ẹ̀ lẹ́pọ̀ ju ọ̀tá ẹ̀ ló kú tira. Òun ló tẹ̀sí mi kọ́ ni. Plenty enemy wey dey follow me, ó ti rí gbogbo yín tán.
Àdúrà padà lọ sọ fáwọn tó kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àdúrà padà wá bá àwọn wá sọ́kù. Ẹ má lọ prime boy yìí o. Ẹ má fọwọ́ pé tó ń ṣe balẹ̀ ṣẹ́yìn. Ní wọ́n ṣe òun pé bó sísẹ́mù ló dàrú.
This woman had already not only indicted Prime Boy, he has already, you know, ambushed, he has already pushed Prime Boy into a near jungle justice. This is a murder. This is the same Prime Boy. Later on, everybody said he never lifted a finger when Mohbad was eating him. And this is the same Prime Boy. Mohbad is telling the entire world in an interview, destroying the life of an innocent boy for whatever reasons of whatever. I don't know what she has as evidence. But how Prime Boy was able to, maybe that's the reason why police decided to keep them in police cell so that they would not actually lynch them and take their life unjustly. Because what realize is ẹbí lásán pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń back wọn up yìí, àwọn tí wọ́n ti sẹ́nu ẹkùn yìí. If we release these people, the Nigerian public, they will tear them down. And despite the fact that the same police doesn't want to tell these people that these things you are saying is a lie. They only try to stake these people as a, but you as a mother, you can imagine. You can imagine. Look at a songbo, Talobado Abombo, every to my father share very soon. Once a party inquest, the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, with the police, they've charged spending and loss. We don't know the next adjournment or whatever it is. Only loss is to plead guilty. Spending maybe by now they will tell us since the corona come they've removed it. But let's even see which of the advice of the inquest need to be very. Let's see if they will remove spending. The Nigerian public are not even asking. Did the coroner just finish talking and that's the end? We need to know whether the DPP are taking action on it or not. We'll wait. They might still be studying the reports. But let's wait and see. In the light of a new lead that establish what happened in Mohbad's house, which will come out. It will come out. One thing will come out, whether a direct witness account, whether audio, whether video, whether something will come out, and it's coming out very soon. The police will round it up and they will bring justice for Mohbad. The God that has salvaged and seen the case through to this level, and the Toba you know, if you are spiritually inclined, you know, if the society keep quiet, that conspiracy of silence we hurt, and we hurt a whole lot of people, and we wish we never keep quiet. But the best thing is for us to stand up and demand true justice, so that when the roll is called up yonder, we will be there. When Tomatin Sabieshe, when in the time of Pharaoh Toshagiri, when those that are on the Lord's side, let them put the sign of the blood in all on the top of the houses, so that when the angel of death is coming, he will be able to separate and say, these ones are not part of it, and the first sons in their houses will be spared. And that's why I'm speaking up now. Because something huge is coming. And I cannot say more than this. Because Emi oni shiso, Emi oni shishi, Mufiona Babura, Toma mi pari case Mohbad, gbogbo ta so everything no matter. And then is that calling me like what a country. If we know, we should have listened. She won't paro owó la wa. She won't la she wa this no. Owó yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ ti ó gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ jù débi pé la ṣe ṣàkítà ṣe la sacrifice to it. But of course, we live in a society where people are easily hoodwinked and brainwashed. That's why you need to continue to upgrade your mental alertness and IQ. And when we come on social media, they believe you are a target, you are one of their targets and prey on social media. They want to use comment section and terrible blogs and some terrible stuff to start saying junks. Trust me, you believe about your own peril. Ego Infinity, when you destroy Prime Boy B, and she's claiming she's preserving the memory, I wanted that case away. So it's obvious that it's confirmed now that something happened to Mohbad 3 a.m. They rushed out of the house 3 a.m. The question Tebabiri, why did you, Umi, Damola, Darusha, Adura, spending, why did you all omitted the incident of the 3 a.m.? Then who is rider? Who is that rider? Is it the Jeep Prado rider driver, or there is another person, Tunja rider? Then we need to know who is Zomo. What role does he have in this case? Did any other person enter the house? Domestic violence no leads to Mohbad, or it only incapacitated him. It is the vehicle that led to his death. Then if any external came in to finish up or to attack Mohbad, or if anybody in the house finished Mohbad, who invited them? Taluku Owolewa. Mabayi Sobe. Torí pé kọ́lé dàbẹ̀ pé kí wẹ́ èmi ò mọ fèsì oníkàlùkù àwọn tó wà nílé yẹn ní ìmọ̀rúkọ tó ń jẹ. Tó bá jẹ́ pé fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn kan ló wá ká Mohbad mọ́lé. Tó bá jẹ́ pé industry gods ni. Certainly the industry gods must have either come into the house directly or sent somebody, but certainly the event and what the industry god did was inside that house. Yomi said the industry gods. That means she knew what she's saying. And whatever the industry gods must have done, they must have done it inside Mohbad's house, while you, the wife, the younger brother Adura, were there. So tell us, who are the industry gods? What did they do? And what condition did they meet Mohbad? What condition did they meet Mohbad when they came in? So it's very simple. Because the Nigerian society, Lagos State government still wants us to believe that there are some industry gods that will continue to murder, take the lives of promising artists for whatever reason known to them. That is where you parents will need to stand up. The fact that your son does not have a talent now, or is not in the music industry, does not mean the industry gods that Wumi talked about are not waiting for your son in future. But you can nip it in the bud. So there are some certain things she has said. They have to look into the whole matter and say, all these things, you claim there are industry gods. If you excuse to referee, you know. If bullying was what you are trying to claim, the industry gods, we all know that is a total lie. So the truth must be established for the sake of the safety and health of the society. You might think you are less concerned. You might think it does not concern you because how many young people are really concerned about the safety and nation building? How many young people? When they do social media, go to club, do all that, and that's the end. And that's why we have to continue to speak up and demand for the right thing in the society. Please, Pata, take this thing to 100,000. We are almost 500 people here. This is, this TikTok, the more people show activities, the more it gets stronger. If not, I won't be asking people to power tap or do anything. The only thing the power tap does is to make the live stream stronger. So it's not really okay for me saying power tap, power tap, power tap.
I'm on Zoe right away.
It's legendary beats.
It might look to you that Mohbad will not get justice. It's because to some people, they believe the only approach, if it continues on social media only, yes, if the noise is only on social media, chances are it might not get justice because we need a credible new lead and, of course, a genuine witness or confession. But we cannot write out the fact that social media noise and efforts will help. But when it comes to coming out publicly to demand from those that we elected, it is important for us to know that little sacrifice and commitment can actually drive home the justice that we require. And that is why September 11th, let us come out peacefully in our large numbers. Nigerians and the leadership, they understand when they see people come out in large numbers to now tell the public and those people that you are irrelevant, you are nothing, is always difficult, except a government government that wants to be doomed. They will listen to us. So that's why let's occupy Nigerian embassies. And when necessary, let's occupy the National Assembly in Abuja. Let's come out there and peacefully demonstrate and demand for justice. That way, we will be listened to. Like I said, the case from our own side has been transferred to Abuja, but the extent of investigation, I cannot know because they won't be telling me step-by-step investigation until it is meaningful, maybe. And if we fold our hands, we don't do anything too, they might not take action. You know, these people too, they now know where the case has been transferred. They might be going there to go and lie, to deceive the same, and to say, oh, this thing is not true, until the real stuff comes to fore. And they might be doing so many things to silence or to continue to make even the presidency to get involved in real nonsense. So, you know, I know what these people are capable of doing. Oh, but we have only few people and the Nigerian general public fighting genuinely for this thing. I want to lagbara, only connection, all we have is our truth and our oneness and patriotism. So let's continue to come together and speak in one voice as members of the public that have humanity laced in our DNA. So on the 11th of September, it's a very good opportunity to lend our voices. And then the only embassy that may not be able to participate on the 11th is the Nigerian embassy in US because of September 11th. I understand there will be an holiday, so they are going to be having theirs on the 12th of September. 12th of September. Don't forget that September 11th will be the exact day that Mohbad was actually murdered in his own house. They took his life in his own house in cold blood because we understand there were BLOD around the house and stuff like that. Whoever did it, whatever reason why they did that, it is important that justice is served and we get it better. So, they'll throw it under the carpet. But if we continue to demand, and they have no choice. And while we are doing this, we're preparing for the evidence that will come to fore and, you know, give just one direction. And that direction is the direction of truth and justice. Even the government and the police and everybody, they have no choice than to do the right thing. But of course, it might actually present, you know, the police and the government as the enemy of the people if the truth come out in a different way. And that would mean that they deliberately choose to side with murderers and terrible criminals in the society. No international community will even reckon with such a government. They will tell them, this is not a government that represents the will and the wishes of the people. How can a government not only side with injustice, they are now siding with criminals and murderers, and the evidence is now showing that they saw it. They choose to cover it up. If the evidence find a way to come out somewhere else, then that certainly means that that kind of a government, if you vote or you support such a government, you are saying that you want the next thing to be done to your son, to yourself, and the same cover-up should be done. And that is not what we want to see for those that are leading us and are holding or having access to our commonwealth. So we'll continue to demand for justice the right way. September 11th, it is your right, it is legal, it is not criminal, it is basic fundamental right, and that is where justice is going to be coming. Let's continue. We are now getting close to 90,000 likes. Let's continue to do it until justice is served.
What words do you choose to back yourself?
Stick with it.
You got this.
It's your American. You got coming out.
And then lest I forget, like I informed earlier, that our case is a public case. We are representing the public. But I was told that some terrible criminals and some dirty, God-forsaken individuals out there are saying that our case in Panti has not been transferred to Abuja. So I'm going to be giving out the direct number of the officer in charge, that is the OC, Superintendent of Police Ibrahim, who is in charge of the homicide department in Panti. So if you are an NGO, if you are, a member of the public and you're so interested as well, you can always call him to ask and then ask for, other assistance, whatever you think you want to do. But for transparency, I'm going to be giving out his mobile number so that you can call him and ask that case, how can it be of help? So that it won't be like it's just Break the Silence Foundation that is actually, looking into this matter. So just introduce yourself and tell him why it's of interest to you so that you can know that the case has been transferred. So the number of the OC in charge of the homicide, that is the person that actually intimated of the transfer of the case. So that is Superintendent of Police Ibrahim. He works in Panti, and he will be able to give you the necessary information you need. So you can WhatsApp, you can as well call him to confirm and then to seek further assistance in that matter. It's not my matter. Mohbad's matter is not my personal matter. It's a public matter. So, and because the case has been transferred from them, any other information you want to get, anyway you think you can come in to pursue the case, to follow up, anybody is free to go to wherever he tells you in Abuja to give your voice. You can write additional petition, you can visit the place. But for people that are saying it's a lie, because everything, they will tell you this chat is not real, this one, all those terrible criminal behaviors cannot be from me, God forbid, I don't like your leadership. But for those of you that are genuinely, that really want to, speak with the police, in Panti, or you want to attend Panti to have one-on-one with them, it's a public servant. Go to them, demand your updates, like this particular confession and 3 seconds video that is being pursued by Break the Silence Foundation, your NGO or your body or your group of people you have interest. So please take the number. I'm going to write it 0808. Hold on, I'm coming. 0808 333 8010. Superintendent of Police Ibrahim is one of the officers, like the leader of the team that investigated Mohbad's case from beginning. Is the OC in charge of homicide department in the Lagos State Police Command, the detective department, SCID. He has apart from the DCP, this is the next person. In fact, he led the investigation. So on our own part of the case that concerns Mohbad, the 3 seconds video, the homicide confession, it will give you the updates that the case has been transferred to. But if there's any other angle that you need his support in that case, we cannot do it alone. There is no way I will tell anybody that we want to do it alone. But because of some terrible criminals, parading themselves on social media, all this back-end discussion that doesn't represent a genuine quest for justice, all these dirty people, it's important that we release this person's number. He's a public servant, and you have right to contact this person. So I'm going to be calling the number again. His name is Superintendent of Police Ibrahim. He works in the state CID Panti where the case was transferred. At least you will know that for sure. You can ask him. We are members of the public. We want to know when was the case transferred. Do you have any other credible information? Because we are not having a headway. Whatever it is you want to ask, you can ask. So his number is, once again, 080-333-8010. Superintendent of Police Ibrahim, please be civil, you're a Nigerian, this is a case that concerns all of us. Anybody can actually bring justice for Mohbad. Anybody could work on it and get us justice. But we need every right, pressure, legitimate pressure, to demand that justice should be served and whatever information you will have in. So please, and if you have information of what is going on in Abuja, it's very important that you keep it to yourself and don't make a mess of it outside in the public domain until when it is very necessary. Because now, if the public want justice on that, trust me, the government, they will deliver justice. They will. If we are united and we are doing the right thing and we stop listening to all these criminals on social media, even if they assemble themselves on, don't listen, don't even go to where they talk. Because the only thing they want to do is to support and to promote nonsense that doesn't align with the genuine quest for justice. So stop listening to them, stop thinking their opinion matters. They are not public perception. They are just one of the strays messing around on social media that doesn't really should gain your attention as a civil and genuine member of the public. So please do all you can to encourage and ask the question from the police officers. And I know certainly it's going to get to a time that nobody can stop whatever God has ordained. And for God to have made this case to go to Abuja, it has a plan for Mohbad and the justice that the society really requires. Because with that justice, a lot of lives will be saved. A lot of young people that are in bondage of some sort of association or whatever here and there, they will be free. Because all the dirty reasons why they are taking each other's lives and cutting people's lives short and their dreams, it's not adding up. It's not even making the society. It's making a lot of parents lose, going to serious sicknesses, a lot of families going to pain and penury, a lot of people becoming, becoming widows, orphans, because of all these things that they are claiming is the MO, and that is no longer going to be acceptable as a society. The government are trying to stop them and to make sure that they reduce them drastically, but certainly the tobacco war, they make a detour and begin to live a better life. You understand? So that is what I'll be saying, and that's what I'll be dividing. So let us come together. September 11, occupy Nigerian embassies. Occupy Nigerian embassies all over the world. Let's occupy. Find a way to bring people together in any country you are. Dedicate that day for the cause of humanity, justice, and the nation. This decision you're making, you're saving your own life. And save life around because it's not just about Mohbad, it's about us. It's about you traveling to your country and having a better society. It's you living in Nigeria, and whatever it is, some group of people will not say, it is our decision that they must buy you, and they will come into your house and they take your life. You go in the school compound, they just take your life. You are in the club, they take your life. And they just want to fly around and say, yes, we are connected. We are there. That's how we'll be buying, killing people in the society. That's no longer a country. So it is time for you to lend your voice, and let's lend it together in unison that you need to reduce and stop this nonsense. It's not going to make sense again. One show. At some point you think there is no two ways about it. That one is no longer tenable, because gradually the people are saying that arbitrary killing is non-negotiable, is unacceptable. And the same way we'll talk about this. Whatever reason that must have made them, whoever connived with them, whoever opened the door for them, whoever took Mohbad's life in his house, whatever dirty reason they must have engaged in doing that, all of them must pay. Well, those that conspired, those that allowed them, and those that did it, whatever it is they have done, they are all in the same bracket, and they are all in the same bracket of murderers and co-conspirators, and they should all pay severely, and they should pay for this crime. So, once again, I'm going to be ending this live show by saying, of course, thank you for coming through. It's not easy though. I appreciate you guys for your continuous resilience, for continuous patronage, friendship and love. Quest for justice is not an easy task. We'll continue to do the best we can for our country. I'm only playing my part because I can't be here forever. I'm not going to be here forever, but if there's anything I want to see if we can reduce the burden on the ills of the society so that when our children grow older, they would have seen what we are doing and they will take it up and the society get better for good. To this end, I'd like to say thank you to the comment section first and foremost. Thank you for coming through. All right, I would like to say thank you to all those that have been double tapping, double clicking. Thank you for all you do. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for standing for the cause of humanity. It's not a popular quest. It's not something that you do that you expect people to come and dance and roll with you. But we have to go through the pain. We have to go through the anguish, the rejection, the disdain, the hate, the pulling down by all space syndrome, the scare, the threat. That's how we can fix Nigeria. Because it's not going to be fixed based on the fact that people are partying around and acting is none of my business. Nigeria can't be fixed that way. Some of us will have to say, I have to pay attention to my country, to nation building. So if you are raising your children that way, and we are in large numbers, Nigeria will fix up quickly. And that is your duty. And I want to say thank you for all of you that are double tapping, sharing this live, and encouraging others to support what we're doing. We are no competition with anybody. We are only pursuing the right thing under the law. And the government and the police, they know better. They know that what we are doing is to actually help them to make the society better and they make the job better. So when it gets to a point, when they see us face to face, the conscience will always tell them, these are the people that we should respect. Irrespective of the fact that we have some terrible dirty Nigerians that will come up and say, take this money, oppress this person for us. They will tell you, but when it gets to the reality, they'll say, we aren't going to do that. These people are not committing crime. This is a justice fighter. He's speaking the truth and is fighting for another citizen that he doesn't even know. Because that is the duty we owe each other. We owe each other the duty of care. And then we have to keep pushing and promoting the frontiers of human rights, the maintenance culture, and compliance culture, and culture of sacrifice and gratitude. So thank you once again to those of you that are double clicking, power tapping, and sharing our live show. This is for you guys.
But still please me. You don't have to hurt me before you win. You don't have to kill somebody before you sing. Oh, Charlie Browse, that is trouble. Oh, that.
Alright, that's the words and lyrics of the late I promise I love her, because he understands, he has seen life deeper than we have seen, and then he used his music to pass that message. I'd like to also use this medium to say thank you to my moderators, all my moderators and supporters, volunteers of Break the Silence Foundation Human Rights Organization. Thank you for your sacrifice and volunteering. It shall be counted for all of you. This is for you guys.
Even though my friend like what the spoon and the juju,
Alright, without missing words, I'd like to say thank you to all the hosts on TikTok, those that are, on Facebook, Instagram. Now it's now getting wider. We've seen people coming up on Instagram as well, joining the crusade, and the message of justice is getting broader. Please do not stop. Continue to meticulously follow the truth, establish the truth campaign, and demand that justice should be served to the young boy, because it will stop a whole lot of things. I know what I'm saying. It's not justice for Mohbad. If Mohbad gets justice, it will put an end to arbitrary killing by some set of people in different places, believing they have the power to take people's life because they have that. We need to speak up. So I'm saying thank you to all the hosts that are vehemently standing up to say, you know what, We have to lend our voices. Everybody is doing everything they can so that Mohbad can get justice. No individual can do it. And I want to believe that at the end of the day, the president of Nigeria will stand up to his billing and he will what? He will stand by the masses and deliver justice for Mohbad. And then we'll be able to stand up and say, yes, we have a leader, we have a father that listens. Those people that took Mohbad's life, they are not bigger than the president. They are not powerful than the president. And they can never destroy the government the president is trying to fix with arbitrary, criminal, devilish, wicked murder, especially for somebody who has got talent, and of course, dream ahead of him. Under his own roof. And this government will not accept it. And that industry will be sanitized. And young talents will be able to flourish without ignorance or unnecessary coercion and arbitrary killing. Because most of these people in that industry, they are in serious bondage. And with Mohbad getting justice, that freedom that God gifted the children of Israel, asking that Pharaoh should let them go, is the same freedom he's asking through Mohbad's death that the president of Nigeria should gift the Nigerian movie industry, the music industry, so that all talents there can be free and the incoming talents can be free from things like that. To this end, I'd like to say thank you once again to all of you, and most importantly, those that are gifting, that are spending their time and money. You guys are angels in disguise. Trust me, I hold you guys in high esteem. I have promised that I will continue to lend my voice. This little voice of mine, I will continue to dedicate it for the cause of humanity and standing by the masses on genuine causes that will bring growth and development to the nation Nigeria. I love Nigeria. Nigeria is uppermost in my heart. I have no other place to call my home. And trust me, if you check into my DNA, my desirable nucleic acid, it's run green, white, green. To this end, I give you guys kudos.
Feel good. Now I feel better. Slowly, radio, jellyba. Three people walk on. Other people want drug. Now I'm on top. Life more than it control. No power in Nigeria, but the power in London. One kid, we keep on one last well.